गिरिवरधारी यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यशोदनंदन ब्रज जन रंजना यमुना तीरा वनचारी जयो राधा माधव कुंज विहारी Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Shridhar ko dekho Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Sarasatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtaki Today 57 shloka they are telling.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Shanardhenapi tulaye
Shanardhenapi tulaye
Na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat sangi sangasya Bhartyanam kim utashishaha Shanardhenapi tulaye Na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat sangi sangasya Martyanam kim utashishaha Shanardhenapi tulaye Na swargam na punarbhavam Bhagavat sangi sangasya Martyanam kim utashishaha Chanardhenapi tulahe
Janardhenapi tulai
na swargam na punarbhavam
na swargam na punarbhavam.
Bhagavat Sangi Sanghasya
Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya
Martyanam Kim Utashishaha.
Martyanam Kim Utashishaha.
Shanadanapi Kulai Na Swargam Na Punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Madhyanam Kimutasisa Shanadanapi Kulai Na Swargam Na Punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Madhyanam Kimutasisa Shanadanapi Kulai Na Swargam Na Punarbhavam Bhagavat Sangi Sangasya Madhyanam Kimutasisa
Okay. Okay, anybody wants to chant?
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी क्षणादेनापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भुवं भगवत् संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उताशिषः हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी
Krishna Prabhuji. Bhagavena Pitulai Nasarvam Napunarbhavam Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya Martanam Kimutasisa Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी क्षणार्धेनापि तुल्ये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत् संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उतासीसाः हरे कृष्ण प्रभुजी
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु क्षणार्धेन अपितरे न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवम् भगवत् संगी संगस्य मर्त्यानां किम् उताशेष थैंक यू प्रभु
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु क्षणादिन अपि तुल्यये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भवत् संगस्य मर्त्यानां हुताशिषः हरे कृष्ण प्रभु
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु क्षणार्धेनापि तुलये न स्वर्गं न पुनर्भवं भगवत्सङ्गि सङ्गस्य मर्त्यानां किं हुताशिषः
Okay, done. Shanardhena by half a moment. Api even. Tulaye compare. Na never. Swaragam heavenly planets. Na neither. Apuna bhavam merging into the Supreme. Bhagavat, the Supreme Personality Godhead. Sangi, associate. Sangasya, one who takes advantage of associating. Martyanam, of the conditioned soul. Kim uta, what is there? Ashishaha, blessing. If one by chance associates the devotee even for a fraction of a moment, he no longer is subjected to attraction by the results of karma and jnana. What interest then he can have in the benediction of the demigods who are subject to the laws of birth and death? If by chance,
If by chance,
if one by chance
if one by chance
associates
associates
with a devotee
with a devotee
even for a fraction of a moment.
Even for a fraction of a
He
moment.
no longer
He no
is
longer
subject
is
to
subject
attraction
to
by the
attraction
results
by the
of
results
karma or jnana.
of karma or
What
jnana.
interest
What
then he
interest
can have
then can
in the
he have
benedictions
in the
of the
benedictions
demigods
of the
who are
demigods
subject
who are
to the
subject
laws
to the
of
laws
birth and death?
of birth and death?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada, Prabhupada ki jai. Out of the three kinds of men, the karmis, nanis and bhaktas, the bhakta is described herein as the most exalted. Srila Prabodhananda Saraswati has sung, Kaivalyam Narakayate Tridasha Pura Akashe Pushpayate Chaitanya Chaitamrita. The word Kaivalya means to merge into the effulgence of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the word Tridasha Pura refers to the heavenly planets where the demigods live. Thus, for a devotee, Kaivalya Sukha or merging into the existence of the Lord is hellish because the bhakta considers it suicidal to lose his individuality and merge into the effulgence of Brahman. A bhakta always wants to retain his individuality in order to render service to the Lord. Indeed, he considers promotion to the upper planetary systems to be no better than a Vilodavasu. Temporary. Material happiness holds no value for a devotee. The devotee is in such an exalted position that he is not interested in them. Bhakti Yoga is sufficient to give the bhakta all happiness, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.6, Yatma Suprasidati. One can be fully satisfied simply by devotional service, and that is the result of association with a devotee. Without being blessed by a pure devotee, no one can be fully satisfied, nor can anyone understand the transcendental position of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Om Jnanatirmirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashat Deshatarine Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Shanardhenapi Tulaye
Shanadinapi tulaye
Na Swargam Na Punarbhavam
na swargam na punarbhavam
Bhagavad Sangi Sangasya
bhagavat sangi sangasya
Martyanam Kimutashishaha.
martyanam kim utashishah.
If one by chance associates with a devotee, even for a fraction of a moment, he no longer is subject to attraction to the results of karma and jnana. What interest then he will have on the benediction of the demigods, who are subject to the laws of birth and death? Who is speaking these words? Hare Krishna. Everybody is silent.
Prabhuji, Rudra.
Huh?
Lord Shiva.
Yes. Take care. Okay. Everybody knows, is Lord Shiva speaking?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what is the position of Lord Shiva? It's almost Lord Vishnu. Almost. He's situated in that. One of the Mahajanas also listed at the topmost of the Vaishnavas, and his authority is speaking. And he's telling, if by chance also we associate. So association has to be understood. Not that physically we are there, definitely, without physically meeting somebody, there is no chance of association. But still there may not be any association. What is association? Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada had so many disciples. One of the, I was just reading one of his Prabhupada Godbrother said, actually he had millions of disciples because he had even Namata Dikshas going on. Where on his behalf, they take malas from him and distribute in lakhs. So, such a powerful Acharya. The people who lived with him and didn't understand what he actually wanted to do, or didn't get even empowered to do the unlimited mission. And Srila Prabhupada met a spiritual master only 6-7 times, that's all. And he got empowered in a way that even God brothers were surprised. What is this? Right? So association does not mean only sitting physically with somebody. True. How do you associate unless you meet somebody? But you may be physically with somebody, but you may not take the benefit of association. True? Association is a very big thing. You have to value. You see that Rahuguna is walking with all pride, roaming around the world, and by chance he just heard Jadabharata, who was there in the world, nobody recognized him. Till that time, nobody recognized Jadabharata, but by good fortune, he got to hear from Jadabharata a few words, and he understood that he is a great saint, fell on his feet, and took association, and became an exalted devotee. We have so many instances in the scripture, by chance. We had that Mrigari, he is also in so much sinful activities, but just by chance, he had an opportunity to meet Narad Muni and his spiritual life started. We have similar instance, not discussed in Prabhupada books, but you know about Balmiki. Also got by chance an association of Srila Prabhupada, turned around as a great devotee. And in fact, Srila Prabhupada left his books also for that same purpose, to give us association. Okay? So, association is the principle, but then how is it that some people get benefit of association, some people do not get benefit of association? Isn't it this true? Like Srila Prabhupada was personally there. Now, Srila Prabhupada also had 10,000 disciples. But some disciples are so empowered by Srila Prabhupada that they spread Krishna consciousness around the world unlimitedly. And some even left the movement after Prabhupada left. They left the movement and they were on their own. How is it? Some people benefited, some people did not benefit. Yes, tell me, what makes association work? What is the shloka? Give me a shloka from the Shastra which talks about association. Any shloka?
Dadati pratigrihnati. Dadati pratigrihnati guhyam akhyati prichati.
Then complete the shloka.
Bhungte bhojayate chaiva shat vidim priti lakshanam.
Okay, very good. This is from Nectar of Instruction. Now this says that 6 activities should be there when we when we are associating with somebody. If these are not there, even the person in the next room to you, there will no association, no relationship. What is that? 6 things. What are the 6 things? Explain the shloka.
प्रभु जी हिंदी में बोलूंगी मैं.
हाँ बोलो.
दान देना और फिर प्रतिगृह्णाति दान को स्वीकार करना और गुह्यम आख्याति अपनी गुप्त बातें बताना और उनसे पूछना और भूते भोजयते कि उनके साथ प्रसादम जो है वो मतलब खाना उनका मतलब उनसे लेना और फिर उनको भोज्यते मतलब उनको देना, उनको खिलाना।
ठीक है.
नहीं,
So
भुंक्ते
this,
भोज्यते। हाँ जी, yes.
so this is what, this is basically constitute what is called association. Now if you do not go to somebody, and first thing, if you do not appreciate somebody, you will not associate somebody. Association only starts first with the fundamental level of appreciation, correct? Association means actually to reveal the mind. Correct? Everybody is struggling in Krishna consciousness. What should I do? How do I chant attentively? How do I keep absorbed myself in Krishna's service whole day? How do I do that? Surrounded with all the wonderful people in this world, how do I keep my heart in Krishna consciousness? This is the basic principle of association. Inquiring. And then next, hearing. Correct? This is the first. Otherwise, it's like kitty party. Kitty party will not last. In my experience, I have seen long time. Many times devotees are there and they know there's good behavior, they are kind, they are soft. But it's more like kitty party. The ladies have, they लोग भी मिलते हैं, फंक्शन होता है, बहुत प्यार से बात करते हैं, कैसे हो, अच्छा है, हाँ हाँ हाँ, खाना भी खाते हैं वो लोग, खिलाते भी हैं, करेक्ट, वो तो चलता है, गिफ्ट देते हैं, गिफ्ट लेते भी हैं, but they're not revealing mind and they are not taking instruction, it will not last. It will break apart. The fundamental principle is taking instructions and sharing. The devotees in Bhagavad Gita, what does Prabhupada say? Very nice shloka. What is the shloka? The Prabhupada say they enjoy relishing Krishna consciousness. What is the shloka? Chatushloki.
Machitta Madgata Prana Bodhayantaha
Machitta Mata Gata Prana Bodhayastaha. See that shloka is there? Bodhayastaha Parasparam. Parasparam. To share. Prabhuji, what I read in Prabhupada today, what he said is amazing. Prabhu, today I got a very nice realization. Because the spiritual life is a journey. Even so much realizations are there, so much happiness is there. Why is it Prabhupada is saying that devotees after association, they lose interest in any activity of karma and jnana, and devata, they are not interested to take benedictions from devatas. Because they have no bhoga aishwarya has gone out of the system. Why? The experience of spiritual happiness. Like all of you also have many amenities for you. You have a TV, you have mobile, you have friends, but still sacrificing all that, you think, let me hear Srimad Bhagavatam in association of wonderful devotees. Why you are doing that? Because you know this gives you more happiness. See, nothing can continue artificially. Oh no, it has to be done, wo 2-3 din chalega. Unless there is anubhava, unless there is an experience of a happiness much more, why will it continue this? Correct? It will not, therefore I say, the mundane association will not last. It will not last. It will stay for some time and break apart. So their principles have to be, okay, these principles we can do, what that, the other principle of bhunte bhojayate and giving gifts and receiving gifts, so sare apne functions mein hota hai na? But that may trigger an association, that may be a supportive element of association, correct? Just like you go to meet some devotee, definitely as I've seen all the devotees do, they bring some fruits, correct? They bring some garland, ठीक है ना? And so they bring some gift, ठीक है? So this बाकी 4 हो जाते हैं. That sets a nice platform, smooth platform for sharing Krishna consciousness. But that is not there, then the other things is nice, but it will not last. And also, the respect for each other will not develop. When we are sharing, we remember those things, Somebody says, yeah, it was, I remember long time ago. I told this, I'll tell again. I went to one house, and there was an amazing personality, one lady. And she read Bhagavad Gita so many times, the book broke into pieces. Uska binding bhi toot gaya. She had an unfortunate thing, her son died. So I happened to preach to her. I said, read Bhagavad Gita. And she read. So many times she read ki kitab phat gayi. ठीक है? Amazing. She was chanting, reading. So I went to the house. When there is a yagna going like this, the whole atmosphere is very pure. Small house I visited after some time. I was stunned. I could feel some and a purity in that house because yagna is going on. Daily, she just reading. And then I said, and she also was feeding me prasadam. And when I'm having prasadam, she was reading what she loved reading in Gita. Okay. And she was also reading by that time Bhagavatam, other books. So I said, tell me, what are the most beautiful thing you read? She was in ecstasy. Prabhuji, the greatest mercy of Krishna, the greatest greatness of Krishna is his mercy for the fallen souls. Krishna has greatness, correct? But the greatest greatness is merciful to the fallen souls. Yeah, like, and heart is full with all the, sweet lines of Bhagavatam. Look at this is, so she's sharing. So she is giving me prasadam and I am eating prasadam, correct? She is giving me gift and she used to give me, packet of, gifts, in fact, that generally used to be the day of the son's appearance day, or that day she will do and call me and feed me like her son. So, but so much happiness I used to feel. She is not crying because it's a sad day, her son's birthday, son is no longer there, correct? Unfortunately committed suicide. But she is in ecstasy now. In fact, so you can just imagine how much this Krishna conscious is powerful. Totally out. Where she was in a condition, she also wanted to commit suicide and then came to the condition, she's in ecstasy. So you tell him some Devata wants to give some benediction, they have no time. Okay, thank you. Like, Kuvera asked Dhruva Maharaj, you want to give a benediction? He said, what? Can you purify my heart so that there is no material desire? He's asking reverse, so that I don't ask all this kind of things. You just look at the platform, totally uninterested in any material benediction, and they are enjoying. Now Parikshit Maharaj is sitting, enjoying, relishing Bhagavatam. Is he thinking so many big sages are there, they can actually award him any benediction, correct? And he can even cut his death if he wants to, but he is not doing anything. He is enjoying, relishing Bhagavatam in a nectar. In his heart there is nothing. Why this person cursed me? What did he do? I should take revenge. So devotees don't get into all this kind of vibration, quarrel, fight, jealousy. He could have had that. There is enough cause of that. जो आदमी ढूंढना जाता है उसमें भी बहुत पॉलिटिकल कर सकता था, है ना? ये ब्राह्मण समाज अपने को बहुत समझता है, जैसे आपका आजकल कंट्री में होता है ना, टू कम्युनिटीज़ के बीच में इनको समझाते हैं, ये करेंगे वो करेंगे, क्षत्रिय समाज विल फाइट विद ब्राह्मण समाज, मार देंगे उनको हम, ये वो. He could have done so many things, है ना? He was totally transcendent to all that. Why? He was actually he was associated with whom? Shukamuni. So when we are in an okay, who knows a shloka? Satam prasangat. Who knows a shloka? Very important shloka.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kata tajjoshanadashu apavargavatmani shraddha ratir bhaktiranukramishati.
Anybody else? This is such a beautiful shloka for association. Yes. किसी और को याद नहीं? सरिता माता जी, you don't know? Okay. Anybody knows the shloka? Alright. Such a beautiful shloka. Anybody locate the shloka?
3.25.25 Prabhuji.
Oh, yeah, वो भी याद कर लेते हैं आप साथ साथ.
Yes Prabhuji.
Very good. Chalo. I'll show you the shloka. This is a very important shloka for association. Okay. 3.25.25. See this beautiful shloka. Satam prasangam amomiryavam samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana kataha tad joshanadash apavarga vartamani shraddha ratir bhakti anukramashati. So This has a very deep shloka. Let us see this. Satam, for the pure devotees, prasanga to the association, mama virya. Virya has two meanings. Virya is often referred to also the semen, correct? So it says it exactly like that. Prabhupada says when a young man who is healthy and good brahmacharya, when he meets a woman, first time he has a sex, he will have a child. So similarly, exactly comparable, when a potent spiritual master meets a potent disciple, okay, immediately there is Krishna consciousness is delivered. That is association. Okay. Mama virya samvidaha bhavanti hritkarna rasayanaha. In the association of pure devotees, discussion of the pastime and activity of Supreme Personality Godhead is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear. That is association. It is very pleasing to the ear. It looks like Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is telling again and again. He is not telling artificially. What is he saying? Krishna, itna maja aa raha hai, itna maja aa raha hai. Aur bolo na, aur bolo. Bahut maja aa raha hai. Aur bolo Krishna. He is saying like that. True, there or not? He is actually associating. And he changed. Effect was there. Correct? Effect was there. We see Vedavyasa is taking association on Narada Muni, is totally in confusion, what should I do? And Narada Muni lands up and he hears him, Satang Movirya Samvido, immediately is impregnated with Krishna consciousness. And he's so happy, blissful, and he then writes Bhagavatam, the result of the association. So we see that the Bhagavatam lists the instances where actually the association occurred. But for association to occur, there has to be some control conditions. And this control condition is that actually the person, what is the condition? What is the shloka which gives the qualification of both the disciple and the spiritual master? Anybody knows the shloka? You have to go to the spiritual master, and what is this called? Qualification. Shabde parecha nisnatam brahmani tasmad guru prapadyeta. Who knows the shloka, bhai? Bolo, bhai. Tasman guru prapadyeta jigyasu shreya uttamam. Shabde parecha nisnatam brahmani upasamashayam. In one shloka, both are there. Guru prapadyeta, go. Okay? What is the qualification of the guru? Shabde parecha. And he should be fixed. He should be constantly associating. Brahmani usama. Because the result of association, he is already reached transcendental platform. And such a spiritual master you should approach. Correct? Then they will benefit. Okay? In the association of a pure discussion of activities is very pleasing and satisfying to the ear and the heart. By cultivating the knowledge and gradually become path of liberation, therefore is freed, attraction become fixed, then real devotion is become. So what happened there? See, there are three things in there. Shraddha. So in association, the first thing is Shraddha. They begin association with Shraddha. Shraddha, then only Sadhu Sangha. So Shraddha is the basic principle. Yes, let me learn about Krishna. Then you do Sadhu Sangha. Okay? And because of Sadhu Sangha, we see Rati, attraction appears within his heart. And then, finally, Bhakti appears. Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Prema, then finally appears. So there's three stages. Shraddha, Ratir, Bhakti, Anukarmashati. Just like Prabhupada compares, just like when we eat, there are three stages, which is the shloka which talks about the three stages of eating. There are three stages. Your hunger is satisfied and Bhakti Pareshanubhava. Who knows the shloka? Bhakti par... अरे बच्चे लोग साइलेंट हो गए, क्या हो गया कि सांप सूख गया? Bhakti Pareshanubhava. Yes. श्लोका नंबर बताओ.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
11.2.42.
What is that?
11.2.42.
11 point
2.42.
2.42.
Okay, this is, please remember this shloka, very important. Bhakti Pareshanubhava, okay, you chant after me. Bhakti Pareshanubhava Virakti
Bhakti Parishan Bhavati
Anyatcha Satrike Kakalaha
Anyat Kshatrika Ekakalaha
Apadyamanasya Yathashnatah Shuhu
Apatyamanasya Yatajnata Sihu
Tushti Pushti Shudapayo Anunghasam.
Tushti Pushti Shudapayo Nugasam.
Devotion, direct experience, Supreme Lord, and detachment from other things, these three things occur simultaneously if one was taken shelter of Supreme Personality Godhead. In the same way, pleasure, nourishment, and relief from hunger come simultaneously increasing every bite for a person engaging in eating. So when you're associating, the three steps will occur. We are hungry, no? We are also hungry for happiness. We are all hungry for spiritual nourishment. So what happens when we are hungry in this way and we get into association, three things will occur. First thing, very nice. Correct? Tushti. Tushti. The three words, what are the words is said? Tushti, okay. Tushti, pushti, shudapaya. Tushti, very nice, very pleasing to hear. Then pushti, feel nourished. And then Shuddhapayaha, your hunger for sense gratification is over. Correct? It disappears away. So spiritual life also, like somebody is very hungry, you give him food. What he will say? Very tasty. Then number one, he feels nourished. He feels energetic. And number three, hunger is satisfied. No more hunger. He's fully fresh. Every day you experience that 3 times in a day. Some people are eating 5 times in a day. So, don't you experience this? Correct? This is clear or not? So, remember this. Tushti, pushti, shudapaya. Tushti means you feel satisfaction. Oh, very tasty. Something he gives to eat. Yeah, very tasty. First thing it touches the mouth. Then second thing, as it goes down, you're feeling nourished. And as the stomach is filled up, you feel now my hunger is gone away. So in association, three stages will be there. Devotion, direct experience, Supreme Lord, and detachment of other things, these three occur simultaneously. Person will take a shelter of Supreme Person. In the same way, pleasure, nourishment, and relief from hunger come simultaneously increasingly, which every bite for a person engaged in eating. So therefore, we should actually, you see that, there is a statement in Srimad Bhagavatam that nobody can help us. At the end, we have to make a decision. Spiritual life is very personal. We have this statement by Prahlad Maharaj, Matirna Krishne Paroto Satova Mito Vipadyed Graha Vratanam Adant Gobi Vishatam Tamishram Puna Puna Charvita Charvana. We are chewing what people are doing. They are actually, whatever time they get, as I told you, everybody gets in a day half an hour, 1 hour, maximum 2 hours. Everybody, in the temple, those who are there, apart from sadhana, they have a fortune to serve the Lord, direct service to the Lord. And those who are doing job, they have sadhana and then they have a job, then there is little time. Correct? 1 hour, 2 hours. Because there are so many responsibilities. And in that time, everybody gets some time. In that time, we should fully utilize it to take association. And the three experiences will come. Tushti, pushti, shudapaya. And that's just like Lord Shiva says, such a person has no desire for taking any benedictions from the Devatas. Such kind of elevated consciousness will develop. So this is a fortune. So we have to take that. So Prahlad Maharaj says, if you don't take a decision, graha vrata, means you take an oath. I will not give up watching reels on Facebook. I will not give up, what do you say, all this kind of activities. Then nobody can help you. I have to make a decision. Shudapayaha. I have to make a decision. Yes. So therefore, pravritti marga, nivritti marga. Pravritti marga ni, one day I'll become bored reading whole day newspaper, watching all this silly videos. One day I'll become bored and I will then start spiritual life. Bhojayan palayan muda naveda adakam gataha. It is said in the Bhagavatam. Are Renuka Mataji, please be careful. Bhojayan palayan, the person is having, he is feeding his child, Ajamila. He is giving him water. He is taking care of him. And Bhagavatam, Mudha! Naveda Mahagatam Gata. He doesn't know death is coming. He is busy with all this thing. So you are busy with all this, personal and other society dealings and all. Everything is going on, but you never. And what will happen in such a situation? Whom you glorify? The people who are not actually giving association, not taking benefit. Whom do they glorify? That is there. What are the four kind of animals? But they only glorify them. Gadagrajaha. What is the shloka? Gadagrajaha. The Bhagavatam second canto, there is a beautiful shloka. Gadagrajaha. Because they never heard, because they do not hear the glories of Gadagrajaha, they are continuously engaged, and there are four kind of animals which they can be compared to. Small animals always like big animals. Yes, what is the shloka? Anybody? अरे वही तो बताओ भाई. Shukdev Goswami explained there are four kind of animals. We are only in that category of animals then. Okay? So in association, if there is no proper association, we end up in that condition. Swavidvara ustara kharei. Somebody put the shloka. Swavidvara ustara kharei samsutaha purushaha pashuhu. Nayat karna patopeto jatu nam gadagrajaha. Swavidvara. Swa means dog. Vidvara means pigs. Ustara means camel and asses. So when we are not associated, it said why people end up in this condition? Jatu nama gadagrajaha. They never associate with the holy name of the Lord. In their ears, the holy name doesn't enter only. That is the society we are seeing. All day, what is in the newspaper? Small animals are glorifying big animals, that's all. And people are sitting. You also associate, you'll also become another small animal or big animal, that's all. Big tamasha is running in the society. Therefore, the Bhagavad Gita says it doesn't matter. So all the results you can get by karma, jnana and yoga will be given to you if you engage in bhakti. Everything will be given to you. Okay? So the devotee do not have to separately endeavor. So we should therefore organize our life in such a way that whatever little time, half an hour, 1 hour in a day we have, not much everybody has. Everybody is busy. The anxieties of material existence, anxieties of affords us a little time. And in that time, we should share. We should and take the beautiful principle of advantage, the principle of association. Okay? Enough I have spoken. Anybody wants to now enlighten about any principle of association which I did not say? A point association here. Hare Krishna. Somebody enlighten.
Chaitanya Charitamrita. There is one shloka in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Shastikaya. Lava Matra Sadhu Sangha, Sarva Sukha.
Yeah, this shloka of Lord Shiva is quite similar to the shloka, correct? Lava Matra is saying, and similarly, Lord Shiva is saying this, correct? So, our association, and the king of the association is Srila Prabhupada books. Always everybody should have some time and don't read Prabhupada books. See what happens when you're chanting Hare Krishna, you're associating with the holy name. You're in a spiritual vibration. It's not that I've understood. Not understood. You have to associate. Association with the holy name, we don't, okay, मेरे को समझ आ गया ना, अरे बाबा, you are still on material platform. You are totally spiritualized by hearing the holy name of the Lord. If somebody cannot do anything, at least he can chant all day. Keep chanting whenever you get time. That's as you are associating with the holy name. The greatest personality is Krishna, and Krishna is Kali Kale Nam Avatara. He has come as the holy name, and helplessly we can present ourselves and associate with the holy name. My holy name, my Lord, be merciful to me. Okay? Fantastic. You can always do that. Srila Prabhupada books. You see how important these books are, that Prabhupada is so confident. He knows the future. He knows the whole what he is going to do. He lands in America, started writing. You know, this is really for my movement, I leave this book for association for devotees forever. In fact, devotees are Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada, we read in the Shastra, Lavamatra Sadhu Sangha, will a books also act? Prabhupada said, I am ready. I don't know whether you are ready. Because acting means it has to be two parts, correct? Association means Guru also needed, Shishya also needed. He said, I am ready as Guru. Are you ready? So if you are ready, take advantage, read Srila Prabhupada books with a great respect. Not only its intellectual hearing, submissive hearing is very important. Hear with great respect the words of the Acharya, and that should be the primary hearing for everybody every day. Apart from that, devotees are also reading, not only you are, they are also reading. Share, bodhayastas parasparam, they also share, just like what we are doing now, correct? Sharing different parts of the Shastra and trying to appreciate the instruction of what Lord Shiva is telling here. Correct? So Sadhu Sangha, this is very important principle of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lavavatar Sadhu Sangha, and exactly similarly, we see in the see the so harmonious. Here is Chaitanya Charitamrita, here is Bhagavatam, harmonious. We feel more confident when you are practicing spiritual life. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you. Prabhuji, one instance that Gokarne and Dhundakavi, Prabhuji, when Dhundakavi and Gokarne, when Dhundakavi died, and then he, as a ghost, he took the expression of Gokarne and he heard Srimad Bhagavatam, then he was liberated. So that's the importance. Even when he died and become Gokarne and Dhundakavi.
धुंधुकारी.
ठीक है? Chalo. Thank you. There are so many instances of Shastra has given. In fact, there is one temple who has know about this pastime, where a devotee used to recite Srimad Bhagavatam, and Lord Shiva used to come and sit and listen. There is, Kerala. That pastime that happened in Guruvayur temple only, that pastime?
No, Prabhuji, it is in Kerala. Kottayur Shiva Kshetra.
Kannur or something.
Kottayur. It is Kottayur.
Okay.
Kottayur, yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Chalo, darshan le lo.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Prabhuji, Thank you.